British drivers seeking an epic road trip around Norway used to be able to catch a ferry from Newcastle to Stavanger. Today, the best way to get there is to turn left out of Calais and cruise all the way to Denmark's Øresund Bridge, made famous by Nordic noir television show The Bridge. It's a long drive, but trust us, it's worth it.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning and I should be bleary-eyed, but I'm not. I am terribly excited because we have 600 miles of the most magical driving roads ahead of us. We're going here from Stavanger up to Trondheim, and along the way we're going to be encountering the Trolls Pass, the Atlantic Highway and the world-famous Leerdal Tunnel. But we need to get a move on because this place will very shortly fill up with cruise ships, and that means tourists, and they hire cars too. So let's hit the road.
With around 1,200 fjords, Norway may feel like someone forgot to turn off the bath tap. But contrary to popular belief, it isn't all fjords. Dizzying mountain passes, epic tunnels and jaw-dropping bridges await visitors to this part of Scandinavia. Our road trip is a 600-mile cruise of the eastern seaboard, and our test car is the latest GT sport version of the Mazda CX-3. The angular lines of this funky SUV give it the look of a rock climber's technical climbing shoe. It's a compact car riding relatively close to the road, and that helps it hug hairpins and shrug off switchback roads. And with a 2-litre petrol engine that spins like a sewing machine and a great manual gearbox, you sense that Mazda's engineers wanted to give this compact SUV some of the same fun-to-drive feeling that you get from Mazda's brilliant MX-5 sports car.
Any drive around Norway means bring your sea legs, because getting from A to B and island hopping involves one of these, a ferry. They run like clockwork, and I'll tell you what, it's a great chance to stretch your legs.
The speed limit on Norway's open roads is generally 80 km an hour or 50 miles an hour. You may think this would be easy to accidentally exceed, but with so many sights to take in, you'll find yourself adopting a go slow approach. Despite the challenge of driving 600 miles in less than 2 days, the CX-3 proves supremely comfortable. And that means you can get on with enjoying roads that have so little traffic it's tempting to wave to other drivers when cars finally do pass. With sheer rock faces at the side of some stretches of the route, it's good to know that the CX-3 is sure-footed, even when the roads are streaming with water. And it's equally pleasing to find there are USB ports to keep your smartphone charged. Without them, your phone's battery would soon be run down by taking so many wish-you-were-here snapshots and posting them on social media.
Of course, it goes without saying that you'll find glaciers along the route. And here at Boyabreen, the ice hides a secret. In 1972, a light aircraft crashed up on the top. The pilot's body was recovered, the plane was left in the ice, and it's still in there. And the locals say that they're expecting it to be released any time now. No tour of the west coast of Norway is complete without stopping in Loen and visiting the Skylift. You take your chances with the weather because 5 minutes ago this was absolutely clear. You could see right to the bottom of the valley. But now, of course, the weather's rolling in and the views have gone. But it was certainly worth the cable car ride up to the top. Well, no road trip would be successful if you didn't stop to take in a breathtaking view. And is there anything quite as spectacular as that? I could quite happily stand here all day and enjoy the view.
Even when bad weather rolls in, driving Norway's western seaboard remains a spectacular experience, especially at its most famous stretch of road, Trollstigen, or the Trolls Path. You don't want to take this road at speed because, frankly, the barriers are makeshift and the drops don't bear thinking about.
So we're about halfway down the Trolls Path, and right in front of me is a huge waterfall. I mean, it's absolutely plummeting, this plume of white water raging down the granite rock. It's absolutely impressive. It's hard to describe what it's like until, we have some good roads in Wales and Scotland, some places in the southeast perhaps, but until you come here, you really can't imagine just how breathtaking the scenery can be and how exciting the roads can be.
Thankfully, the CX-3 is as sure-footed as it is agile, meaning drivers can relax even in the most demanding conditions.
Well, this sure beats the Dartford crossing. It's the Atlantic Ocean Highway. It's a section of 8 bridges that are formed on small skerries built up on little islands.
And the engineering that's gone into it is absolutely something to behold. And when you first approach it, you see the bridge rise up into the air and then it twists. It literally twists mid-air. And it really is something that you need to tick off your bucket list if you're coming to Norway.
After our Norwegian adventure, it's clear drivers who want to plan a road trip of a lifetime should buy themselves a guide to Norway. It really is an epic drive.